Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Hello. Happy 27 months. Ha ha. Smile.
damn it. I just swallowed a piece of ice. Oh boy. What a sip. Holy shit. There we go. God damn, man. You think you try and start a stream one day unscuffed. 1 week even, man. I don't even know if I should expect it. I can't expect it. TTS? Come on, you don't speak calculator? What the fuck? Alright, this is disappointing, man. This stream is already scuffed. The whole damn thing is scuffed. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. What did Guapo say? What did El Guapo say? What did my mijo say? Well, translate. I don't fucking know. God damn it, dude. I gotta. No. We're too scuffed today. Shit. No. Intro. Over. Stream intro. Begin. There we go. All right. Welcome back to stream, guys. Welcome back to the VOD for a fantastic day. It is indeed Tuesday. That's right. That's right. It's Tuesday. The beginning of the week. The most important week of the year. For it is both Mod Appreciation Month and, that's right, at the end of the week is my birthday stream. The stream in which I do dumb shit giveaways, and LARP is a real streamer. So if you guys don't want me to LARP as a real streamer, you can put in your complaints now. And what I'll do is I'll ban you. And then you can put in an unban request so that I can do an unban request stream just like real streamers do on Friday. So, thanks guys, appreciate it. I don't know, man, this week's gonna be good. I feel like the projects are gonna be popping. The week feels good already. I don't know why. You ever walk into a week? Hold on. What did Google So, we gotta talk about a couple things. All right. First things first, we have to talk about some of the alerts this morning. So, thank you, Guapo, for the 100 bits. Let's see what Guapo said. Yeah. So that's how my mods talk to me, in case you're wondering. Yeah, in case you're wondering, that's how my mods talk to me. Yeah, I love you too, Guapo. You know, I guess it's Mod Appreciation Month, but it's streamer appreciation week, so god damn, bro. God damn. Pasca like the Easter cake? Oh, it's gonna be a good day, man. It is gonna be a good day. I can feel it already. So thank you, Bob, for the 100 bits, and you know, for lovingly insulting me. Thank you, Cross Streams, for 100 bits. Thank you, Kitty, for the 27 months. Thank you, Jacob, for the 5 months. Also, Jacob, are you or 6 months? Aren't you at sea right now, Jacob? Are you back yet? Thank you, Vinny, for the 100 bits. And you know,
My Little Beach, but in English this time.
Thank you, Fishy. Thank you. That's just thanks to 100 bits and for clarifying the you know, thanks for clarifying. There you go, man. And also, we need to talk about something serious. All right, serious guild meeting. Wait, I need serious guild meeting music. Wait, hold on. I need serious guild meeting music. We need to talk about an issue in our community. One of ours has betrayed us. All right, hold on. We need serious guild meeting music. Please don't be too loud. Please don't be too loud. One of us, one of you, has betrayed. And I have evidence. I have evidence.
Holy moly, is that Evan? The Evan? From Evan Blair Art? Damn dude, what's up?
What's going on, DC? What's up, buddy? Thanks for the 10 months, DC. Appreciate it. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for sticking with me. So what do we make of this? What do we make of this? Get my pen out. Get my red pen. Uh-oh. Did Photoshop freeze? Oh, never mind. We're good. "14 hours ago, I was not live. Yeah, I was not live 14 hours ago. So, I'm curious why... Look at this smug little fuck. Look at this smug
we
fuck.
playing WoW tonight.
Look at yeah, we are. What's up? What's going on, Rob? Thanks for the 36 months. That's 3 years, bro. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, Rob. Thank you. That's as much as I can zoom in. So, what should I do about this mod? Yep. It's Mod Appreciation Month. This is not okay. How many times am I going to have to set the boundary and say, past the end of stream, you are not allowed to cheer bits, at risk of me missing the notifications? Or, even more at risk of me having Streamlabs open and a giant angry alert appears in the middle of nowhere and scares the shit out of me. All right? Because that's what happened last night. Thank you, Blaze, for the 1,000 bits. I guess. All right. God damn it. It was glorious. Shut up. Nothing about it was glorious. Fishy stream was glorious though. So, all right. Thank you guys for the subs and the bits. I appreciate it. I don't fucking deserve it. I haven't done anything this week, especially not yesterday. So, I don't know, man. We're going to have some fun this week. We're going to chill. We're going to talk about some characters. We're going to talk about some Horizon, which, by the way, I need some help developing the
Didn't see that one coming, did you?
That's the alert. It's so loud for me. It's loud for everyone, but it's so loud for me. You have no idea. Okay? Okay, chill. Jesus Christ. Thank you, DC, for 1,000 bits, bro. That's like 10 TTSs. God damn. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. But chill. We're going to have a chill stream today. Everybody's going to relax. We're going to talk about a starting town in D&D. And I want to get some opinions. You know? So we're going to have a chill day. We're going to paint some characters. We're going to do our warm-up sketch. We're going to draw some shit. We got a packed week, man. I got to get a whole bunch of work done before Friday. Because Friday, I got plans, man. Friday, I'm going out for dinner. Now, you'd think that for my birthday, family would say, Evan, what do you want to do for your birthday? What do you want to do? Who thinks going out? Who presumes I want to leave my house? I have a good friend. We'll call him whatever. So whatever says to me, Evan, what are you doing on your birthday? And I say, I'm going out. I got to go out for a family dinner thing. And he says, no, Evan. What do you want to do on your birthday? And I said, I want to install MechWarrior 5 and play that for 6 hours and not have a single person talk to me. He said, all right, you should do that. So we'll do that. So we got a whole bunch of stream to get through. We got a whole bunch of projects to get through because Friday after stream, I'm doing nothing for the entire fucking day except going out for dinner. But after that, I'm going to sit around and play MechWarrior 5 or some shit, or maybe Battletech. Maybe I'll look at Battletech books. online and wonder what it's like to have a large group of friends to play Battletech with and a large play space to play Battletech on. Because I don't know, because all my friends are only in their 20s or early 30s, so none of them are old enough to play Battletech. That's right, you're not actually legally allowed to play Battletech unless you're in your mid-50s, so. I don't make the rules, man. I just complain about them. All right, so yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff to do today. We got a whole bunch of projects to work on, man. We got some characters to paint, a little commission work to work on. We got our warm sketch we need to do today, and we also need to start talking about Horizon because I want to do something. And I've always wanted to do this. All right? As a nobody RPG creator, artist, game dev, I always wanted to live that life in LARP. So, I would like to make an announcement. That's the most fun thing you can do for RPG devs and creators. I would like to make an announcement, a formal announcement that has to do with the very first Eldarin adventure, Episode 0, the prologue. You can't just TTS in the middle of the announcement. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
I have been shafted yet again by Twitch.
Yes, sir.
Not only did I lose my name and have to add extra N like a nerd, but they...
Wait. But they stole your capital letter? You can't... Wait, DC, you... Somebody yoinked your name. Oh no, I didn't realize that. You're right, DC. Somebody yoinked your name. Somebody fucking yoinked. Who is twitch.tv/disappointment Chad? Holy shit. All right, it's okay. DC, it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. For now, you can be Disappointment Chen. There you go. We'll just call you DCN from now on. What are you doing for stream, though? That's the real question. So, Eiley, for stream on Friday, I am going to be doing the Friday sketches with one twist. Because I always like to do some sort of giveaways or fun things or whatever on my birthday, we're going to be doing something kind of cool. I am going to, and I don't know how this is going to work. It might be PogChamp. It might be fucking awful. But this Friday, anyone who wins a Friday sketch, if they so choose, if they are of legal age and wish to own a physical version of their print, then I will mail them a print of whatever their sketch is that day. So not only can you get a mediocre shitty sketch from a mediocre shitty artist, that's me, you can also have it in a physical print on fancy fucking expensive print fine art paper made by me, signed by me. So, you know, it's going to be fun. I hope so. I don't know if people are going to enjoy that or not, if it's going to be PogChamp or kind of lame. But there was some interest in getting prints of some of these sketches I've done for people, especially the landmarks and locations. So hopefully it's going to be Pog. I don't know. Next Friday is the time to win a sketch. I mean, every Friday is, but all right. My announcement. I would like to make my very first announcement. This is actually an important day for me. This is going to be a very important clip. This is my very first announcement for the Realms of Eldara project. My very first announcement for anything substantial that people can get their hands on and play in Eldara. And in true game dev fashion, I would like to announce that on my anniversary stream, my 3rd anniversary stream, which is in early May, I would like to formally announce the release date for the Horizon adventure, complete with maps, tokens, and art. this May 3rd, I think it's May 3rd. I think that's when I'm doing my anniversary stream. Whatever, fuck it. We'll say May 3rd. May 3rd is going to be the official date that I will announce the release date. That's right. That's right. It is really soon, dude. It is really soon to pick a release date. So I would like to make an announcement that an announcement is coming. I am announcing the announcement in true game dev fashion. I would like to make an announcement of an announcement. That's right. That's right. You can look forward to it. We'll have an announcement trailer, a release date trailer. I don't know what it's going to look like. It's probably going to be pretty bad. It might just be scribbling for like 5 minutes, making sound effects. But hey, at least then you'll know when the Horizon Adventure is coming out. So, that's right. I'll be committing to a date. I'll be committing to an actual day in which the very first adventure, Horizon, is going to release. And it's going to be this summer. I'm looking forward to it. So, where's the Apple keynote backdrop for your announcement? I will use it for my announcement, but for the announcement, actually, wait, can I do...
Didn't see that one coming,
Wait, no, stop.
May
Stop.
the third
Stop.
be with you.
Stop. Jesus. Chill, dude. Chill. Okay. That's right. No, wait, I should be in front of everything. I gotta move it up. Okay. There we go. Alright. That's right. You all have been very patient. And I would like to announce formally the announcement of the... Okay, chill! Chill!
Look who's a ping now.
Is this... Fishy, am I a VTuber now? Thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it, Fishy. Sam, thank you for the 1,000 bits. What the fuck? Sam, you're chill, Sam. Come on. Please. In the middle of the announcement. Goddamn. That's a lot of bits. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. That's dude. What? Why have you guys cheered so many bits today when I haven't done literally anything? I've announced an announcement. I've been live for almost a half an hour and I haven't done a single fucking thing. All right? So chill. Goddamn.
A pure ping. Not a Mach 3 in sight.
Okay. Relax. Giving us the Bethesda Studio realness. It's gonna be very Bethesda, my announcement. So, Guapo, on the 3rd, I will be announcing something important for Eldara. That's what you guys need to know for now. Horizon is coming. It's on its way. It's here very soon. The Horizon beta test is going to be open.
Stop putting it off, Todd, and announce the announcement of the announcement already.
I announced the announcement of the announcement. Who knows if I'm actually going to announce the release date or if I announce the release date trailer date on the 3rd. That would be fucking brilliant. Please don't announce Eldara 76. Okay, I won't. I'll just secretly develop it as, secret project that I just at some point in time. What's up, Ashy? How's it going? Ashy, you missed my VTuber debut. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe that's why Ashley's here, because she knew I was VTubing today. So, thanks for being here, Ashley. I appreciate it. This pre-release, the pre-release is a pre-release, not Poggies, as Todd Howard's hyping up shit at Bethesda. I'm going to be disappointed. You should be disappointed. That's one thing I want to set expectations for right now. The likelihood of the Horizon Adventure being incredibly disappointing is very high. It's very high. All right? Because what I'm doing for the prologue adventure is I'm not reading other adventures as to not be tainted by other adventures. What I'm going to do is this Horizon Adventure, the 1.0 version of it is going to be a bit of a beta. I mean, here's the thing. It's not going to cost you anything, so chill. And I'm going to see what people think of it. And if they like the format, I'll do more adventures like that. If they don't like the format, then I'll adjust. Yes, sir.
Works. I don't want to spoil anything but Teresa 1000 endings.
Thank you, DC, for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you, dude. God damn, you guys need to chill, man. You guys need to chill, especially Sam. Sam needs to chill the most, but the rest of you need to chill as well. So anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. I don't fucking deserve it. All I've done is announce an announcement today. But let's try and have a good stream then. So today I need to talk about Horizon. We do some last little bits of dev work for Horizon. I need to talk about what makes for a good D&D or RPG starting town, and what things we can put in here to possibly cause as much harm and damage to Dungeons & Dragons play groups. Alright? Things like the ability to get a magic item at level 1. You know? Like, if a player possesses some sort of skill set that they use, they can go and find this +1 sword or whatever and just imbalance every combat encounter after that the DM tries to make for them. Things that will both upset DMs and upset players, and I want to run something by you guys. I want to see what you guys think, because you guys are the discerning and respectable, the senatorial, some might say, executives of Eldara. I know not a single person in this chat is not wearing a suit today. I can see it. I can see Sam's suit. DC's wearing a suit. Blaze got a suit. Ashley's wearing a power pants suit. Damn, that's impressive. So you guys are the professionals here. I am but the humble employee, and I need to run an idea by you. Does your birthday? God damn it, Meegs. Okay. Anyway, God damn it. Do I? Yes or no? Yes or no? Allow in this adventure for a level 1, day 1 TPK. Do I allow for within the first 2 hours of the game to be played, that the party can stumble in somewhere and think,
yes.
100 bits. Do I allow for the party to stumble in somewhere and think, there's no way that this challenge would be too hard? Old school MMOs and old school RPGs sometimes had, like, you know, they had like an area where you like walk into the area, you got your little sword, and you're like, boy, it sure is cool in here. What's up, old Drail? How you doing? Thanks 100 bits. Boy, it sure is cool in here. I hope I can get some loot. Oh, wow, golly, that monster sure looks tough. I bet I can take it, though, because there's no way that this monster would be too high level. And then you look at the little silver portrait around it, and it says, question mark, where level is. And the idea is that you see it as a young player, and you go back to it as a more experienced player. You go back to it as a much more experienced player. And you conquer the challenge that you saw and have been wanting to conquer all this time. But this is D&D. You can do whatever you want. You can run in. You can go for it. Do we allow for that? Do we allow for the possibility of players to be TPK'd day 1, hour 1, session 1, adventure 1? Because I kind of think we do. In general, I think it's a good idea.
Session 1. Humble them, mob them with a pack of goblins, and never let them know your next move.
Yeah, all right, cool. Okay. All right, good idea. Autofocus is on. Oh, thank you, Busy. I'll turn it off in a minute. Level 1 TPK, first hour traumatization using death favorite NPC. Yes. All right, cool. Yep. I mean, what we could do is we could always have, if players are too, we could have a note for the GMs. We could have a note that reads, if your players are little whiny pissy babies that made a backstory for their character and will cry and cry and cry and bitch and moan and piss and cry if you kill off their character before they get to do their cool backstory reveal, then what you can do is you can have their favorite NPC come and save them and take the death for them. Yep. We can have your favorite NPC Old Galen, come and die for you. We can do that and
Make
traumatize
sure
players
your
a different way.
first victim is the one
So.
with the most in-depth backstory and are
Yep.
attached to their character already.
Yep, basically. Basically. Thank you, DC Tharbis. Yes, but they should have a chance to detect that. Yeah, oh, obviously. I'm going to make notes that, like, read to the DM, make sure whatever way you feel, comfortable communicating that this is a very dangerous and high-level place they shouldn't be in, please do that. And then, if they still go in to the cave and they get fucking killed, we tried. We can only try. That's you. Wait, that's you I'm talking about? You let Runa save the little gamers? I'm not gonna let whose favorite NPC is Runa gonna be? Because dude, you have Runa next to old Galen, the bar owning, tiki smuggling dwarf. All right. Not yours? Okay, all right. Okay, chill. Fine, Runa. I'm not pulling it. I'm not fucking pulling it. Okay, well, regardless, we need to talk about Horizon. We need to work on some stuff. What should I do for our warm-up sketch today? We need a warm-up sketch. We need a warm-up sketch because today I'm in the art category. I decided I need to be artistic, so what should I do for a warm-up sketch for my art category debut? Now that I'm a VTuber, Steve Jobs stage VTubing. Wait. I figure if I stay like this the entire day, I can use the VTuber tag, right? That'd be okay. No one be mad. No, like VTubers would come in and cancel me if I did this. Nice. Sick. Okay. Warm up today. What do we need for Horizon? A piece of art or a sketch we need for Horizon? Let's do. Ooh. There's a lot we need to do. There's a lot of tiny sketches I need to do. Spotify scuffed? Oh, thank you. I gotta fix my camera too. My camera doesn't autofocus or the autofocus doesn't have as many problems, Bizzo, when I'm not full screen for some reason. I haven't been turning it off for the last like month, so it's kind of figured itself out. I don't know. Okay. Warm up sketch today. What do I need for Horizon? What do we need for First Town vibes? Something the players would see, and it would be nice if there was art of. What did my players do last Thursday? And wait, which group did I play with this Thursday? Oh, right, okay. So last Thursday, my players were in Horizon. They met Luna. They agreed to go on the mission. They went to the magic shop and found a lot of cool things. A warning sign? Okay, all right. Listen, corn? You want to draw D&D corn? What does D&D corn look like? What does dire corn look like? You have 2 warnings. 3, the gloves come off. Yeah, I mean, you can only try so hard. Evan, you'll get to use the VTuber tag unironically very soon. I'd say enjoy being a human for now. What do you mean being a human for now? Listen, I am what the VTubers like to call a flesher. Yep. I'm what the VTubing community refers to very affectionately as a flesher, a fleshy, or a flesho. One of those 3. Like regular corn, but spikier and slightly larger. I don't know why I was thinking Eldritch Corn as well, Sam. But yeah, the Dire Maze monster. That's actually not a bad idea. D&D Fuel for warm up. I'm not sure. What does D&D Fuel even look like? What? God. Okay. All right. Some shit in the magic shop. What would we see in the magic shop? You go in a magic shop. You're a player. You are brand new to this area. Let me fix this real quick. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm fixing these. You're brand new to the game. You go to the magic shop. What's a cool item that you'd see? There's the Eldari tablet that I have in the corner that is a quest starter. I wanted to have now think about this idea real quick and just tell me if you think it's a good idea or not. I wanted to have class quests. I wanted to have written into the adventure the option for players who chooses a different class, like, you know, of the various classes, the core classes at least, to have some sort of quest or whatever, or prompt or event or something along those lines available for them. So I was thinking maybe like I designed the Astral Sage one, I designed the Rogue one, and I designed the Fighter one so far. So maybe I could draw those items, things that those players would know about, and start like the longer term quest or whatever. Thought Ali was the fleshy for making weapons. Wait, making her skin suits. I'm not worried about it. I want to know as little about it as possible. So, biggest item, a shield with a crest, would be eye catching. Would that be the biggest item in the magic shop though? Would it? Maybe I'll draw a crest. What should we draw a crest for? Oh, you know what? That's a great idea. I'm going to draw a crest for the Archaeological Society. So in Aldara, there is a group known as the Archaeological Society in the Shattered Sea that performs the majority of the digs and other historical recording, whatever, of ancient runes and stuff. And players will find there's a bit of a spat between the Archaeological Society and Luna Airlace, and they have to kind of pick what they want, choose what they want to do at some point in time. So I do need to have some sort of banner for them or some sort of sigil for the Eldarin Archaeological Society or Tolarian Archaeological Society. So what should... Wait, what the fuck? Why was there a poll? Between Endrick, the stinky old man, and Aruna, the cute dog girl. Oh, great. Okay, 5 people voted. Excellent. Cool. 4 of you are losers, so... What do you mean, Runa? Okay, all right. All right, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It's Mod Appreciation Month. I'll just mail fishy handmade artwork. So that'll make her upset. Crafting quality skin suits is an art. But I didn't want to know, Eiley. These at the magic shop, the anime villain. The great sword gets longer the closer to completion your evil plans are. No matter how massive it becomes, you can always wield it one-handed, but only if it's cool to do so. So the problem is that if we make the great sword too long, then we get accused of being Final Fantasy VII, you know, just ripping it off. But the thing is, only old people remember Final Fantasy VII. So Zoomers wouldn't know that if we just made a giant katana, it's not ripping Sephiroth off. Because you have to be at least probably 36 to have played Final Fantasy VII. And once you're past 31, no one cares about your opinion. It's just okay, boomer, no matter what you say. So that's a great idea, Ashley. Thank you. Yeah. You know where I live? That's true. But if I have art for you, I'll just mail it somewhere. I'll just mail any unwanted Mod Appreciation Month artwork to Blaze. So. Okay, so what do we do in a sigil for an archaeological society? A group of people who their entire goal or mission is to dig up the past, to analyze history, to form some sort of a conclusion about what the story of the people of Teleria are based on the clues of the past. And I kind of don't want to do just the, like, average, like, shovel and, like, trowel or whatever imagery. So I need something else that can be kind of, like, used for archaeological representation. Like, you'd see some, like, university badge or whatever. Don't discredit the power of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Pulled a ton of new people in Final Fantasy and RPGs. Really? You think a lot of people played it? Because I feel like when I talk to, like, younger people than me, like, people in their 20s, nobody knows what the fuck Final Fantasy VII is. I feel like the problem is the only people who bought Remake, at least, not the only people, but the majority of people who bought Remake are all ancient people with 3 dogs and, like, a mortgage, like me. You know? Did anyone who is young, like, who wasn't around for Final Fantasy VII actually think, like, wow, I'll try this out? You know, everyone who's old and irrelevant thinks it's cool. Maybe I'll try it. Because I legitimately don't know if that happened. If it did, that'd be Pog. But I didn't get that, like... My intuition didn't provide me with any kind of sense that younger people were playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I thought it was just for the boomers. Which is fine, too. I'm not mad about it. I have not played Final Fantasy VII Remake, though, I will say. Even though I am ancient, I have not played Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm saving it. I'm saving it for a day that I really, really fucking want to, you know? It's one of those games that I don't just want to walk into and play it because I have nothing else to do. I want to play it. You know what I mean? Anyone have media like that? Because I feel like it's more common than I thought. People like relate to that idea that you have something that's like really important to you, some piece of media, some game, some show, some movie or whatever, and you know it's gonna be important to you, and you don't want to walk into it while you're like busy and stressed out or whatever. You want to walk into it like it needs to feel right, you know? Or am I crazy? What about Eldritch Coins for the Guild gift shop? We're not. God damn it. Yeah. All right. What's up, Griffin? Archaeological symbolism: a tongue licking a rock. Oh, great. Nice. Okay. So currently we have a shovel and like a trowel or something versus a tongue licking a rock. Nice. Well, it's going about as well as I expected, so thank you for the ideas. I appreciate it. Okay. Now, the Aerolace family crest, actually, let me try and make sure that I'm not ripping it off. Open recent D&D notes. You guys want to see my D&D notes document? I'm going to leak everything. It's all going to be leaked. Okay, this was a bad image to come back to. I will admit, there were better images to come back to than the longest abs in the world. Okay, this is not what I had intended when I opened up the D&D notes document. You have to believe me. Yeah, alright, chill. Okay, where's our Aerolace Horizon Adventure? Adventure planning. Oh, dude, first one. Okay, so this is the Aerolace family crest, or the Horizon crest. Which is the Aerolace family crest. So we already have a pick and a Sky Shard cluster and coins. Let's try and avoid those symbols if we can, I think. And let's do something kind of ornate. Kind of pretentious. What are the tools of digging and archaeology that maybe we could use? Maybe like a book and a hammer, chisel? No, we don't want to get the Freemasons involved in here. If I accidentally invoke the wrath of the Freemasons, I'll have to join up or some shit. Do some like Hiram Abiff story or whatever. That's like a joke for maybe the one person that knows anything about Freemasons. Best image to come back to? Yeah, alright, chill. Brush and a magnifying glass, crossed hammer and sickle style. Magnifying glass and brush, those are good tools. Ooh, I like that. Let's do that. I like the magnifying glass. The brush doesn't feel like it feels like, well, I don't know how I would articulate a brush to not feel like something artsy. Maybe it's like a different type of brush. What's up, blacksmith? Yeah, dude. Freemasons, man. I don't want to accidentally use any geometrical compass and square kind of shit. I don't want them coming for me. Being like, hey, that's our esoteric symbolism. Give it back. I'm like, sorry, man. I'm sorry. Okay. Magnifying glass. But it needs to be a D&D magnifying glass, so it has to be needlessly complicated and detailed. Maybe have some kind of, actually, you know what? Let's do... I want to do, like, a design on it. Yeah. Now it's a D&D magnifying glass. Needlessly and uselessly detailed. That is what... That is what my motto is for any sort of D&D item design. So a compass, or sorry, a compass, Jesus, a magnifying glass, and because the brush, oh, man, archaeology brush. I feel like I would just make it look like a paintbrush, and that wouldn't make sense. So let's do a little spade, a little trowel thingy. Why not? The tools of the archaeologist. Those who have the Tolarian responsibility of telling people the way things happened so that they can make dank memes about it. Difficult responsibility, but somebody has to do it. Pickaxe and brush? Yeah. We already had the pickaxe for the Airlace family, so I wanted to, like, make sure I wasn't reusing symbolism. The pickaxe would be what I'd want to do. Like, the pickaxe and spade or whatever. What else? What else? Why don't we do... Why don't we do this? Pickaxe, magnifying glass, trowel, and let's do it over a book. Because knowledge is power. So says Khadgar from Warcraft. I believe in Khadgar. And also miss playing World of Warcraft. Skull or bone? How would that be an archaeological symbol? I think that's more like anthropology. Or whatever. Maybe I'm missing something. I feel like you don't dig up too many skulls or bones when you're digging up the ancient world. Unless you're digging up a mummy. In which case, somebody fucked up. They left their pyramid too low and the mummy escaped. That is the most important thing to guard for, is making sure your mummy doesn't escape. Okay. We'll do little scribbles on our book. They're going to get covered up anyway, so we're just basically going to add a texture to it. That's why we're okay doing it in symmetry. And then, let's see how this looks. Put that right in the center. Ooh. Okay, we'll kill all of this. You'll have the magnifying glass highlighting some of the text. and it'll be like a passage, you know? Like, this will be like some fucking Latin passage that reads like, to whom the past speaks to carries wisdom for the future. That sounds like some shit like a Roman emperor would say. So, someone write it down because I forgot already what I said. Archaeology is digging up fossilized remains like animal skull, learn about the history of the world. If I understand correctly, I thought archaeology was digging up. I mean, that's like paleontology is digging up animals, but I thought archaeology was simply digging up like runes and structures and items left behind from people, not necessarily the people themselves. Like, you could dig up the people. I don't think people like being dug up, but you know, you could. Okay. Now we have our 2 main symbols here. What do we do in the background of this? Let's do... what do we do in our Aerolace family background? We did... oh, it's just a bunch of clouds and stuff. Okay. So for this one, let's do... we'll just do like a general kind of like floral design that doesn't take away too much from what's actually going on. We'll draw like kind of symbol floating above. Like, what is above? What is a symbol classically used for knowledge or enlightenment? Because the only one that I can think of that is a classical symbol of enlightenment and knowledge is an owl, but then I'll get accused of being the Illuminati. And we already have the Masons out for us. We don't want to upset even more secret societies. Or maybe all of my stream was a subtle calling, recruitment, my new secret society. And you would never know. What's up, Gabby? I'm chilling, Gabby. I'm having a great day. I feel good. I got the energy to work. We're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna go react to Reddit. I am LARPing like a real streamer this week, by the way. So I'm gonna be a React Andy. I'm gonna complain about stuff. We're gonna need to do unban requests. Actually, mods, can somebody check to see if we have any unban requests? Like, even one. Like, I know we had some, but then I think Mendari, like, rage cleared them all. And, like, or rage rejected them all. Or somebody did. It's probably Mendari. But I wonder if we still have any unban requests. Because I need something to do for content on Friday. When I'm stalling. The 5-head, yes. You're supposed to the intro, my third... wait, May 3rd, a date of... or just an announcement of a date. May 3rd is the announcement of the announcement. Yeah. May 3rd is the is when I am announcing that I'll be announcing the date. Now, May 3rd might just be the announcement of the announcement. So today might have been the announcement of the announcement of the announcement. You don't know. You won't know until May 3rd. Because, listen, man, I'm not going to get all that, you know, all the many opportunities in my life to do game devy shit. So please don't try and take this away from me. Allow me to be an annoying game dev. At least just a little bit, please. All hail chicken nugget. No, come on. We're not... just, God damn it. Also, mods, can you add a chicken nugget emote? I'm sure there's a chicken nugget emote from BTTV. Can somebody add the chicken nugget emote, if you wouldn't mind? Or the McNugget. I would be surprised and shocked if there was no chicken nugget or McNugget or chicken tendy emote on BTTV. Thank you. I have a ban request. I would like to be banned so that I can submit an unban request. But then I have to ban you, Garth. I don't want to ban you. If you have an alt that you want to be toxic on, go for it. But I don't want to ban you. So, okay. All right. So, symbolism. Light bulb, torch, light. Classic. Okay. I mean, I like the light one. Classic symbols for knowledge. Classic symbol for knowledge. Top 24 ancient symbols of knowledge and wisdom. Top 24. All right, what do we got? We have the Drake Owl. Okay. Throughout history, symbolism has been used as a means to convey meaning, instill emotion in a way that an outright explanation cannot achieve. Across ancient cultures, we can find a plentitude of engagement in symbolism, including depiction and means of acquiring wisdom. I should use the word wisdom. Let's see. Tight, ancient Egypt. Does this evoke the feeling of knowledge, or am I missing something? Thank you, Victor, for the follow. I appreciate it. Tight from ancient Egypt. Is this evoke our symbolism of knowledge? Because I don't know what's going on here, and I kind of like it though. Ibis of Thoth. It's gonna be hard. Okay, Egypt. So we got a bird. Owl of Athena, ancient Greece. Mandala, outer circle in Buddhism. Oh, really? How does this work? In Buddhism, the circle of the mandala, a geometric pattern representing the universe, symbolizes fire and wisdom. In the context of it, both fire and wisdom are usually signified the essence of impermanence. A fire, no matter how great the flames, will eventually die out, and so is the case of life itself. Wisdom lies in realizing and appreciating the state of impermanence. Fire also burns away impurities, and thus by moving through the circle of fire, one burns away the impurities of ignorance. Damn. Yeah, that's some real shit. All right, cool. A raven. The head of Mimir. The serpent. The spider. The oak tree. Capricorn. A goat. The lotus flower. Ooh. Ooh. That's not bad, man. That's a cool symbol. Okay. That's the so I shouldn't use this because the astral sages use the lotus. The scarecrow. Okay. All right. Come on, Japan. We're trying to be serious today. Symbol of Saraswati. The fuck is this? Saraswati is the Hindu goddess of knowledge, wisdom, and the arts and learning. These four aspects are symbolically represented by her four hands holding a specific item, namely Puska, Pustaka. I don't know how to say that. Mala and Vina, and Matka. Her aspect of knowledge and wisdom are also represented by very distinct symbols comprising of one half vertically upward pointed triangles making up the mind and another half making up nature. Okay, so that's what this is supposed to be. Nature going into the mind. I like that. It's cool. The Nyan Sapo. Alright. A big tree. Damn. Teguk. Dia. Eye. Okay, eyes are pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a little Illuminati-y. We're stretching a little bit at this point. We're pretty far down the list on this. Let's talk of wheat. Okay. Okay. All right. So I do like the idea of the flower or the bird. Let's do symbols of knowledge and wisdom we could do for this. Maybe we'll have to think on this. I don't want to rush into important things that are going to be in Horizon for the long term. So we'll just leave it here for the warm-up. I will clean this up. And we'll merge these layers. And we'll just leave this here for the warm-up for the day. Until I figure out what exact symbol. I think that one thing that's a big mistake that a lot of world builders do on stream is they try and build something start to finish and complete an idea fully whilst like live. I think that that's a great way to get mediocre ideas. Because I know sometimes a great idea isn't super obvious right at the get-go. Okay. Shade this in, and then we'll just leave it. There'll be some kind of symbol that we need to put in there. Who knows what it will be. But it'll be PogChamp when we figure it out. I think I'm leaning towards the idea of light, somehow. Some kind of, like, way of showing light. I think Bailang was on the right track with that. The direction I want to go, I just don't know how to do it yet, so... A torch seems so, like, I don't know, rudimentary. The candle seems more elegant, but it's kind of hard to take a candle seriously. I don't know why. Maybe I'll figure out a way to do it later. Maybe some way to, like, derive a design from a candle. Like... like some kind of derivative design, you know? Not bad, actually. I'm gonna leave that, and we'll come back to it later, maybe, if I figure it out today. All right. Todaaaaaaaay. I need to find a better name than the Archaeological Society. Whatever. Again, project for later. Okay, I want to work on a couple things today. I want to figure out a finish or keep working on a piece that I'm doing for Victus. I want to keep working on. Maybe we'll do a little bit of design on Runa today. I don't know. I'm just gonna bounce around projects this week until we get somewhere. What I need to do right now is I need to design some sort of cool loot. We design an interesting loot for our bard over here. Some kind of interesting instrument she could be carrying. Because right now it just feels a little... It is like the highlighted piece of this character. This is like her one piece of equipment we can see. So I need to make it cool, but... maybe what we'll do is do a couple of designs for that, and then hold up, hat time. Okay, there we go. Do a couple of designs, and then see which one kind of fits in really well for a half elf. Should we do a different document or this one? Let's just do it on this one. Let's here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a new layer. Loot concepts. And on this layer, we are going to delete one of our characters entirely. He's gone. He's dead forever. So we have her remaining. And we'll do some quick concepts. All right, musical instrument design. Who actually enjoys doing it besides Dasho? Not me. You notice too much stuttering today? All right, Jacob. Take care, my friend. Thanks for stopping by, bro. I appreciate it. Hope you're well. Hope you are safe. And, yeah, dude. Thanks for chilling. At a light bulb moment, a symbol of knowledge is often the thing that propels learning and understanding. In a fantasy world, knowledge might be a rune or magical material. Maybe a symbol of a god of knowledge. Interesting. So we can kind of like maybe do some lore crafting at the same time here. And figure out if we are sort of going to design this symbol of a god of knowledge, what things would ancient sort of, I don't know, cultures have established as symbols for this god of knowledge. I like the idea of going to the tools that one uses maybe. But I wonder like how does like the owl come across as a symbol of knowledge? Where does it come from? Probably like a story, I'm guessing. Some like Greek story of this one time like Brodicius went to the great knowledgeable owl of Thermopylae or some shit. And then why an owl? Because again, we have to look back to the origin here of why somebody would use an owl to describe in a story a creature of great knowledge or wisdom. I wonder if it's because they're seen as... Actually, I don't know. Why an owl? Or like a raven. I think the raven might have been associated with, I could be wrong, Odin. And Odin is the know-it-all. But then why is it just that the raven became like a symbol because Odin was associated with ravens in a different way? And then the association just stuck? Or what? Or how does that work? Man, world building's hard. I should just stick to art, I think. And then I'll fulfill my destiny. I got another request, actually, to do a collaborative project with somebody to do the art for their world building. I don't know why I'm, like, mildly offended every single time. As if I'm sitting here struggling so much to, like, build a fantasy world that I need somebody else to write it for me. You know? Maybe I shouldn't be offended about it. Maybe I'm just being butthurt. That's probably the case, honestly. But even though I acknowledge it isn't going to fix it. As far as I know, the owl was associated with Athena, and Athena was associated with brains. With ravens, I think Odin used them as scouts and information gatherers. But, like, why? What I'm wondering is why the owl was associated with Athena. Who saw an owl and was like, you know what? That reminds me of the tall, hot, armored mommy goddess. Yup. Listen, Brodesius wasn't exactly the smartest of the ancient scholars. Want to hire you to cover some of my comic books so damn bad? I mean, that'd be sick, dude. That'd be fucking sick. I've never done a cover for a comic. I always kind of wanted to work in the comics industry. I had a instructor at my art school that was... He's actually a pretty... I don't know if he's still doing stuff like comics. Let me see. What is Riley Rossmo still doing? Oh shit, he did. Oh wow, he's still doing. Wow, holy shit, he's doing like big boy stuff. Riley Rossman was a teacher of mine, an instructor of mine at ACAD. Damn, bro. I realized he was like doing big boy DC shit. Holy. Damn, dude. That's so cool. All right, whatever. Anyway, he like encouraged me to go into comics. He said I would do really well in it as like an artist, and I don't know. I always like kind of wanted to, but there was something about it that scared me away from it. It was like the industry was too stiff, you know? It's like there wasn't a lot of creative freedom, I felt like, in comics when you weren't doing like independent comics. Because you know what nobody wants, and like me included? Nobody wants your dumbass take on Batman as an artist. What I want is the Batman I know and love. And what I was told, not by Riley, but somebody else in the comic industry once, was people read comics because they're comfortable. Nobody reads comics because they want something crazy and different. They read comics because they want to see the characters and heroes that they've loved doing cool shit. And so it comes from to a design standpoint. They want new stories, but they don't want new designs. If that makes sense. These are a bit large, actually. We'll shrink our loots down. Why am I... Hold on. What? Why is it trying to... Symmetry off? I'm trying to transform the symmetry tool, not... There you go. But yeah, people want, like, new stories, but they don't want new, like, designs. So if a character... If you have, like, a really strong character designer, they are not super welcome into... comics world because they're off doing like weird shit with characters, and nobody really wants that. Nobody really wants a crazily different version of Superman. You can like do redesigns, but redesigns for comic characters are always very difficult, planned out sort of events. So like the redesign for New 52 or whatever is like a big deal. It's not something you can just do every single time you get a new, like, comic book series going. And that didn't really appeal to me that much. Not being able to, like, do interesting and original designs. So, I felt like comic books as at the top of the industry didn't interest me. I've always wanted to do comic books at a independent level. Like, I've thought about telling a story in Eldara through a comic book, like, graphic novel sort of method, but it's a lot of work, and I don't know if I'm super fast. That's like the big problem with my workflow, is that I'm not a fast artist. I'm very slow. I'm very methodical. I'm very bad, for lack of a more descriptive word. And so I couldn't like produce pages and pages and pages of art, I don't think. But I always have been interested in it, and I always did want to pursue comics in some way or another. I just don't know if going in the industry was a good idea, because it's like, yeah, what do you do? Like I remember, so the comic that I think Riley was making when I was in school was called Green Wake. I'm pretty sure that was what it was. And I think it was with Image. And so it's a pretty big deal, but still not like, you know, crazy DC or whatever. So yeah, when you look at like what the top of an industry is, and you look at that and say, nah, I'm not interested in it, it's hard to like want to develop that skill set, you know? I've created my own roster with unique powers and designers. That's really cool, dude. What do I think? It's quite the opposite for me with comics. Oh, really? You like the idea of new designs and stuff, or new adventures? Is there any? You think there's any truth in the idea that most people enjoy comics for like comfort, for like familiarity? I think is also a word that was used. Comfort and familiarity. No. It was comfort through familiarity is what he said. That's what it was. Comfort through familiarity. The characters are all supposed to be recognizable. It makes characters like that have multiple sort of iterations of them possible, like Green Lantern, more interesting to me, because like for me, Green Lantern was always John Stewart. It was never Hal, what's his name? But I grew up with the Justice League cartoon, so maybe why. Take Saga, for example. Saga is the Fiona Staples thing, right? Saga comic book. Oh my god. So I have opinions on Fiona fucking Staples. Man, I have opinions on Fiona Staples. I hate Fiona, and not for anything she did. She's probably lovely. She's wonderful. I love her. But so Fiona went to my art school, and she was a couple of years ahead of me, and Fiona was the the go-to. She was the good child. All right. Whenever there was a project or assignment, and we saw previous students' work, it was always Fiona Staples right at the front of it. So we'd always see, like, no matter what, any project we're working on, we'd always see her, we'd always see her examples of the project. And it got to be a meme and like an annoying meme, but endearing. Like, you know, I've never met Fiona. She's probably lovely. But from a student following her, it was like every project, like, yes, okay, I get it. Fiona Staples is the best thing that ever happened in this art school. I get it. Okay, that's how she drew this? Yeah, I can tell which one of those examples is the Fiona example. So, born in Calgary, Alberta. That's where I was born. There it is, man. Yeah, I thought about, she was at the Calgary Comic Expo. Oh, another dimension. This was the comic book store that Riley worked at. And oh man, that's cool. This is like very close to me. Yeah. I thought about, like, I don't know, talking to her at the convention. I don't know why I didn't. I think I was nervous to talk to other artists. I just graduated and I was like, yo, fellow grad or alumni or whatever. I don't know. I never read Saga, though. I have no idea how it... I only know the name because I know of Fiona via the fact that she was annoyingly shoved on it. And this isn't her fault. It's the instructor's fault for just annoyingly shoving us all of her artwork, saying this is what you should be when you are... or where you should be at right now. And she was so much better than everyone else at art school, so... there are definitely people who go or who do that, but more about seeing new interesting things. That's interesting. Because I like comic books as a format, and I like certain comic books. Like, I really like Star Wars comic books, for instance, because they're stories that are in a connected world, but not the same characters. You know, like, I love Superman, but I'm kind of tired of seeing Superman, if that makes sense. I want to see someone else or something new. It's your favorite work of fiction? Wow, that's a big, damn, that's a big drop there. Your favorite work of all fiction. One day I'd like to meet Fiona. She's probably too famous to talk to me now. What's she on Twitter? Fiona Staples. I don't see her on Twitter. That's fine. One day I'd like to meet her, just because I saw so much of her work in the most formative art years of my life while I was at art school. So that's cool, dude. Maybe I'll check Saga out. Justice League and Justice League Unlimited should have been the blueprint for DC movies. It's great characterization for every single hero. Really? Do you think they just took like Marvel as the I guess, what would you say? Blueprint, guide, plan? We're just gonna do Marvel? Because truthfully, I have not watched a superhero movie in years. The last time I watched a superhero movie, and not because I hate them or anything, I just got tired of them and I wanted to wait to want to watch it again, you know? But that was like 6, 7, 8 years ago, I don't know. Around the time of the first Avengers movie. Or no, the second, Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron was the last time I really like watched a superhero movie. And I don't even know how old that is. But I hear people don't love the DC movies. The receptionist at my dentist's office is trying to get me to watch the new Batman movie with the dude from Harry Potter. What's his name? Robert something. Okay, that's a cool design. I like that one. Let's move on down the line. We'll do like probably 3 or 4 because this is very important. Now, the other design, I would like to spend more time on the other character's sword, but the client in question has requested that I use a sword that I designed for Friday Sketch, which is a pretty cool design, I think. One of the better designs I've ever done for Friday Sketch. It's unfortunately complicated for me, but I will do my best. I think the DC movies said, you know, all these characters everyone loves, let's just make them darker and sometimes unrecognizable from their quintessential portrayals. Oh, they went with the dark and gritty. Yeah, at some point in time in media, everyone decided that the best form of media was the dark and gritty media. It happened like all at the same time, like Dark Knight, Battlestar Galactica. There's a couple of sci-fi movies in there. Around that time, it's like all media. I think like Breaking Bad was out around that time too. All media was supposed to be how dark and gritty are you? And I always got made fun of for being like a high fantasy nerd. You know, this is when I was working at the game store. Game store days were fundamental challenges for me to defend myself as a nerd. I got called out all the time for not being a true nerd. Because I didn't like whatever the nerd thing was to like. Okay. That's kind of interesting that DC's still going with that idea. I kind of get it, though, like a darker, grittier storytelling for a more mature audience. I just think they went too hard. It's like we had a couple things that were like, you know, the darker versions of whatever else. And it's like, oh, that's cool. But then people saw, oh, shit, that's what sells right now. Let's all do that. Kind of like dark fantasy art. I feel like it's kind of in that area. True Nerd had 6 boxes of Pogs as a kid. Yeah, me too. I only had 2 boxes, though, so I'm only 1/3 as much of a True Nerd as you are, unfortunately. It's okay. Hopefully I'm still accepted. Yeah, trying to explain Pogs to people, man. It's hard. Dark Knight being dark and gritty is fine, but because Batman had done that for a ton of times before, they definitely made Superman a murderer. Oh, but isn't it like Superman was like he was like mind controlled or something? Or whatever? And they mind control him and I don't know. I'm so mad at the CW for ruining Supergirl. Because I think a Supergirl movie would be absolutely sick. Like, imagine Kara Zor-El. Wait, was she Zor-El? Kara Zor-El, right? Is Supergirl's name? Imagine, whatever. It is now. She's Zor-El? Okay, yeah. So imagine Kara Zor-El coming down to Earth and trying to figure out, like this is Supergirl is Superman with, maybe a different, like, development path or whatever. Her, like the story of Kara Zor-El is, like, her learning how to be a hero. And I loved it. Like, old Supergirl from the 2000s, or even new... I actually really like New 52 Supergirl. I only like Supergirl a lot because Ella loves Supergirl. So we collected a lot of comics for Supergirl back in the day. So I read a lot of them, and I really liked her stories. I was always, like, curious or let down, or I wondered why Supergirl wasn't more of a... Like... I don't know. No, you know, no hate, but I just feel like the story of, like, telling a story of this, like, young girl in a city trying to be a professional and, like, balance all of her, you know, her IRL stuff. How to be, like, a young professional with how to be a superhero is a very CW story, but I wish they hadn't done it, because then now nobody would touch Supergirl for a movie. I feel like it's one of those franchises, kind of like the Old Republic in Star Wars. After the failure of the Old Republic MMO, no studio would touch the Old Republic as a setting. And I think that can happen with characters too. You can, like, ruin a character. And I think Kara Zor-El has been ruined by, like, the CW. People love that shit though, and good for them. but a lot of people don't because it's not the Supergirl story they want. They want a story of her fucking shooting things with lasers and maybe, you know, not having the same moral control that her cousin does. But also, why am I talking about comic books? No one gives a shit about this. What? I'm just being a dumb nerd. I'm sorry. I got into it. Love Bottle and the Dax Mites. I know 1 in a million. I think those stories are cool, though. You're a D&D streamer, Evan, not a comic book streamer. Stay in your lane, art boy. I feel like I'm enjoying this third loot design enough that I kind of don't want to do a fourth. I'm kind of feeling that. I am wondering about it. I'm having what you call a wonderance. Stay in your lane, nerd. Yeah, I gotta be better. I talk about MMOs. That's all I gotta talk about. Is only MMOs. Hell, I don't even have the authority to talk about D&D. Let's face it. For the longest time, I didn't even play D&D, man. Now I'm in 2 groups. I thought 2 groups was a lot too, but there are people out there. Y'all are in like 5 or 6, and I don't know how I could balance that. That'd be a lot of D&D for me. Symmetry off. All right, let's try this one out.
Orange.
What? What? Wait. Wait. When did the fruit meta happen? Wait, Daria. When did the fruit meta happen? Was I unaware as to this shift? Because I'm concerned now. What else have I missed? Like, I appreciate the 100 bits, but I'm nervous now. I'm worried. Like, thanks, but also, like, anxiety. This last month sometime? I thought it was just, like, I thought it was fruit and monkey. Who decides the TTS metas? Do you guys have meetings? I'm stressed. Oh, we're covering up so much of the detail. People aren't going to know how detailed it is, bro. Ooh, I kind of like this. Okay. We gotta show a bit of the bottom of this thing, too. This is gonna get messy before it gets clean. I gotta figure out where our characters are gonna be looking to. I just put, like, their placeholder faces in there, but I gotta figure out where they're gonna be looking, what they're gonna be looking at. I feel like they should be looking at the same thing. Maybe, like, in opposite directions, actually. That would be kind of cool. Alright, we merge. Alright. See the bottom of it. Just a little bit. Not a bad design. I don't mind that. It's kind of cool. Hey, DM me about Japan after the stream? Absolutely. Yeah, whatever you need. I am a scuffed expert in all things related to going to Japan. So if you need help, 100%. The CW Supergirl always felt like she was female Clark Kent. Not saying that's a good or bad thing, but it feels like how the CW's era was basically Batman standing. Yeah, I don't know. I liked, like, I remember Ella and I watched the first couple episodes of Supergirl, and we kind of looked at each other like, is this really Kara? I mean, Ella said that it was scuffed Sex in the City, which I thought was hilarious. But I think she said shitty. But it didn't feel like Kara. It didn't feel like, because Kara has a bit of edge and darkness to her that like she has to sort of learn how to control that shit. You know, like at some point in time in every good Supergirl story, she almost murders somebody, and then Clark shows up and he's like, "What the fuck, Kara?" And she's like, "I'm sorry." Disney's making a live action Lilo and Stitch. Mr. Bubbles won't be a part of the movie. Wait. They're making a live action Lilo and Stitch? Why? Who asked for this? Whose fault is this? Like, if that's true, I'm just wondering whose fault it is. Who do we have to blame? Who was out there and said, "You know what, Disney? You know what I need? Live action Lilo and Stitch." That's what I would like. You wouldn't mind, Disney, provide me 1, comma, bracket, ONE, space, Lilo and Stitch? Because this is somebody's fault. Also, wait, who is Mr. Bubbles? Is it a good chunk of Supergirl that she's Superman without the human compassion and understanding? Yeah, like her, like that's what I mean. Like, her story is her figuring out how to be a hero. Because she's very like, well, they're bad, and I have laser eyes, and so I could laser eye them, and then it's good, right? We're fine, you know. Ella has like a little shrine downstairs in one of our display cases to Supergirl. I bought her this print. Actually, she even has like a Supergirl poster up beside her desk that you can't see. But it's one that, what's the dude that draws hot chicks exclusively? Adam something. What's his name? Adam Hughes? Supergirl. Adam Hughes. There we go. Yeah, so she has this print up next to her desk. Up on the wall where you can't see it. So Ella, she's legit, man. Ella's a Supergirl fan. By extension, I am too. I guess. Yeah, I liked her story more than Superman's in a lot of ways. I was kind of disappointed when they just made her like this like young millennial yuppie doing young millennial yuppie things. Like half the artists on the internet. That's true. No, but like he really only draws girls. Like really only draws girls. That's like what he does, man. Hey, you know what? Good for him. If that's all he wants to draw. Who are we to suggest that he should change? Clearly, people like it. And I ain't worried about it. Okay. Where's the background? There's a background. We need to figure out our background too. So I wanted to be in ruins. But I want to do something more interesting too. Maybe something in the sky or whatever. Maybe it's just the clouds that'll make it interesting. The problem is at this stage in the sketch, I have to like envision what colors are gonna look like too. So I have to like try and plan like how much detail is gonna be missing here from the sketch that's gonna be in color that I have to just like trust. It's like impossible for most clients to view that. It's even hard for artists to like view it though. Or like imagine it is like the term, I guess. It'd be cool to design like a classical styled wizard though. I feel like whenever I design wizards, they're always like different like variations. They're not very Gandalfian. I don't mean like an old wizard necessarily that has like a big beard or whatever, but like traditional sort of like robes and like a mage. It's always like wizard, spell, blade, singing something. Wizard, death blossom, alting. A wizard, but instead of casting spells, he casts swords with his hands. Isn't that just a fighter, Evan? No, it's a wizard. It's a strength-based wizard, and all of his spells are him swinging his sword. He's also magicless. Okay, so it's a fighter. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be, like, looking up at something dangerous or not. But I still get to figure that out. I think next week we'll probably start on Guapo's character as well. We're working on both at the same time. I like having multiple projects to dance between. It's like fun to work on a project for a little while and then bounce to another one. I don't know if that's like unsatisfying streams though. It's like annoying to watch. I was like, Runa, we also need to finish. God, there's so many characters we need to do. I missed so much of last week because I was sick. Okay. Background needs to not take away from our characters. That's all. Cool. I'm going to save this for now. We'll save it, and I think we'll switch. I think I'll go get some more water, and then we'll switch to painting Runa or something. Characters to do, you say? Yeah, there's a bunch. There's a bunch. I have not opened commissions again. I gotta finish my projects, and then I don't know, I'll probably be opening commissions in May. I had like a couple people that I'm afraid are going to upset. Because I've had a couple people request that I like let them know when commissions are open, but like that's not the way I do it. I don't do wait lists. And I'm worried that I'm just gonna like post on Twitter one day, commission's open, and then be closed again for like 3 months, and makes people mad. But either way, I'll probably announce it. Oh, God, I wonder if there's a better way to do it for an artist to do their commission announcements than just like Twitter, you know? I don't know. I'll think about it. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab new water, and then when I come back, we're going to switch to Runa, I think, maybe, and try and get some of that done. And maybe do a new character. A new one. Alright. I returned. I also forgot to save. We save. Okay. Now we work on something in Eldara. Something important. Important to the storytelling of Horizon, because I decided that I think I'm going to make Runa, because I'm doing the art for her anyway, potentially an available NPC to talk to in Horizon. Why? Because I think it's funny, and I want to include Easter eggs like that around. So, I'd like to finish her character design off sooner rather than later, if I can. Let's start here today. Now we also need to figure out the story behind the, like, wolf people or whatever. I don't care if Fishy wants to be a dog person, and wolf people are cooler. So we're going to call it that, as far as storytelling goes. In Teleria, at least. I think I want to have them have some sort of, like, origin with some kind of, like, a wild god or a deity. I need to start giving, like, more of a emphasis on the creation myth of various things in Eldara. So I think that's something that players really, really attach to, you know? It really draws players to, like, the story or the origin. I feel like that's, like, easier to sort of extrapolate something modern for the world that you're playing in. Especially if it's a vague, old sort of myth, as opposed to a specific, like, this happened, and then here are the rules. Like, less boundaries to have to run into. Blocking you from telling a good story. Whatever that story is. And I am really excited to see what happens with Horizon. Because I really, like, I know the kind of stories my players will tell. But I don't know, like, what people... Like, what kind of things people are going to do when they actually get in game. Like, the average player. The average Dragon's Claim enjoyer. You just have no idea until people start, like, making those stories. And then, like, posting about it. I also feel like I select sort of, like, a very specific kind of D&D player to play with. Creation myths are always really cool. I found them super difficult to be creative with, though. Really? What about them? I always find them, like, very... Since they're very, like, arcane and don't have a lot of rules. Maybe if you're being, like, referential or something. For, like, historical... You know, creation myths. I can understand how it'd be stressful. But I feel like there's a lot of freedom in there. I could be wrong, though. Maybe part of that is just that I'm thinking about the old world first in Eldara in a lot of ways. I'm thinking about, like the ancient... It's like, Eldara is very much an ancient world in a modern age. Does that make sense? I think a lot of fantasy stories are. Like, nothing crazy or unique or whatever. But I really focus on that. I really want there to be this sense of weight and age to everything going on in Eldara. There's like lost civilizations, lost cultures, lost magic, lost knowledge. The Astral Sages, that's like their entire thing, is they're trying to figure out how to use lost magic of the astral arts. Probably not experienced enough with it. I do tend to, refer back to something comfortable. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, I think about how literal magic. It's like your magic doesn't have to be. What's up, Ella? Mm-hmm. What did I say? Oh, are you heading out soon? And then you're gonna come back and drop it off? Okay. Okay, yeah. You're gonna bring you. Wow, okay. You're not gonna bring you that trip. Right. Okay, cool. Have fun. But yeah, I like to think about how magic being like because a lot of like creation myth has this like supernatural element, but what if the supernatural element was still there? It wasn't like, oh yeah, because like in human made creation myths, a lot of the times it's like, yeah, this crazy thing happened, man, and you're like, oh, really? Like, damn. And so how does that work? And they're like, well, it worked like this, and you're like, oh, so like where's the remnants of that? You're like, well, it's not around anymore because whatever, this or that reason. You're like, okay, cool. And what does it look like though when you're like, well, magical storms and tempests flooded the area, and you're like, damn, those still happen in game, How does that change the creation myth? I think it does it in kind of a cool way, to be honest. But it also requires you to have like a pretty good idea of what the rules are of your world, I think. And that's been something that was difficult for me, was trying to like nail down how the universe works. It's like, why deities? Hi, Yuna. Oh, you have your chew. Oh, good girl. Okay, I'll hold your chew for you while you... Alright. She's very excited. Okay. She's really going for it, man. I got completely distracted. Dog ruined me. It's okay. Need more daggery kind of elements on this thing. We need like a proper handle and shit. Then you're worrying about the scabbard. Probably too much. I really would like to do some color. I don't think I'll have a chance to, but I think this one would look particularly interesting as a color piece. Do a unique handle design. A lot of this undersketch is really not necessarily just informing what kind of designs I'm doing, but also like inventing new designs. The nice thing about doing a really loose sketch on top of like, or underneath a piece. But yeah, sorry, what was I saying about deities? Yeah, I wasn't sure if like I wanted deities to be in Eldara, because the problem is when you think about how the like mechanics of your world works, I I still maintain that I can't think of a single story that is like a persistent world that has deities in it that have any sort of major involving powers. It just feels like a bad idea. Because at any point in time, you're sitting there wondering, like, well, why aren't these deities just solving the problem or just dealing with it or whatever? And then you can't sort of go up into that power level of like, oh, this thing threatens the balance of the universe. And it's like, well, if it really did, wouldn't like Bro Sidon step in? And you have to explain out reasons as to why they wouldn't. So that's why like somewhat absent deities I think are okay. But if you have like active, real, like interactable deities and part of your fantasy world, I don't think it actually is very good for storytelling. Like one of the main problems I think I have with Forgotten Realms and like Wizards storytelling in general, because it feels like, you know, as a cleric you can use certain spells that just like calls to your deity. Well, it kind of limits the scope, I feel like, of what you can really do as far as storytelling goes. Because you'd think at some point in time, some deity would just be like, hey, this isn't cool, man. I'm just gonna like plop this out of the world and real quick. And like, oh shit, thanks, man. And then your story's like kind of like, I don't know. It just feels like there's always this potential of resolution that's there that creates a little bit of it's like unnecessary maybe feeling of tension, and not in a good way. Okay. I'm trying to figure out her hair today, actually, because we're doing a different style. This is obviously a very different style from what I do. But that's okay, because Fishy is what you call, affectionately, a fucking weeb. So we're doing our anime characters. First character from Eldara that's an anime girl. PogChamp. I should just delete my undersketch actually entirely. Because the problem is we like filled in a lot of our undersketch, so it's like kind of a challenge sometimes. Yo, Catfangs, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, dude. Welcome, welcome. I worry that drawing anime bullshit is going to become more popular than, like, for Eldar and artwork than the regular stuff. What am I going to do after that? What would I do? What would I do with myself? This is all people want. Make a selection for this. Okay. Easy clap. Forgot to my stretches. Call wife when you take a break. All right, will do. Can do. I just took my break though, so I won't be for a while. If you need something important, Nella, just Discord me. As all important conversations happen on Discord, so too shall this one. So yeah, while you were out walking, you know, I went downstairs for my break. Sorry if that throws off your plans in any way. Alright. Discord's fine? Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. Alright. Handled. Nice. What do I really want to do with her hair, though? I feel like we should just lean into it being anime-y as much as possible. It's just sitting here as this, like, mess. This distracting mess. Purge our under sketch, maybe. What we've already done. Oh, we still have some old... Ooh. So, when I was doing this on stream with Fishy, I had accidentally been painting under a wrong resolution that day. So I was drawing on 150 DPI and instead of 300. That's why there's a couple of, like, I had to redo a whole bunch of line work on here. There's some still super fuzzy lines from that. Casualties. Yuna, can you not make such a fuss, please? Can you get over here? Here. Can you not make such a fuss, please? I know you're monkey mode. I know you went for a walk. I know you slept well. And now you're in air jail and you hate it. Alright? What do you have to say for yourself? Hmm? You be a good girl? No? Not even a little bit? Alright, I'm sorry I didn't hold your chew the way you wanted it, but it doesn't mean you have to get frumpy about it, okay? Alright. We'll try again. God damn. Okay. Alright. She wants me to, like, hold her chew on my footrest, hanging off in just the right way so that she can grab it. She is so demanding. Okay. Yeah, there's occasionally like a line that I still see there. I'm like, uh-oh, that's like, that's from the great DPI resolution problem of 2022. 23? 23. It was a tragic day. Damn it. My line work, that's what I'm trying to say. My line work style is not very conducive to a lot of, like, lines and flowiness that you get out of anime. Try and, like, reinvent a little bit. Usually a whole lot more sketchy and loose than that. You know what we'll do for this? We'll do our best. And we'll experiment. Because it is important to try new things as an artist and experiment with your style. And be bold with it. Not to overthink it too much. Not to worry too much. Also, sometimes it takes the right kind of, like, frame of mind to be in. There are certain things I draw where I start drawing it and I'll be like, this is not the day to do this. I do not feel, you know, I can't explain it. And one day, you'll wake up and you'll be like, it's time. And you'll just know. It's like artist shit, man. Weird artist problems. And sometimes going with the flow of making new line work is like...
Wow, can't believe it's been 7 months. Still happy I found you, Tilda.
Damn, bro. Thanks, Annoy. Appreciate it. Thanks for 7 months. I'm honored that you've been here for that long. 7 months is a long time, dude. It's like more than half of a year. So thanks for sticking with me. Your 6-month badge to be, you know, proud or ashamed of. One of the two. I was gonna upload my badges. Oh shit, I finished a bunch of them. Damn, I forgot. Well, either way, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I'm honored. Honored to have you. Honored that you stayed. Many places you could have subbed to on Twitch. You could have gotten a Twitch sub to Amaranth. You could have gotten a Twitch sub to Pokimane. Who else? To Iron Mouse or Vebe. And maybe you have a sub to all of it. I don't know. But you chose, in addition, to sub to my scuffed stream. So, thank you, Nanoy. I really get very reflective around the year anniversary markers for my stream. And, really puts it in perspective how long it really is. 7 months is a long time. That is one... Like what? Like a little bit more than 20%? Or no? A little bit under 20% of the time I've been streaming entirely. That's huge, dude. A lot of growth as an artist. Maybe it's still the same scuff shit, I don't know. I kind of hope it is. I see people like Kitty pop in every once in a while after like who knows how long. And I hope that my stream is still as scuffed and disappointing as it was, you know, when they first subbed. All those eons ago. An epoch, an age of EBA. Go to Prime? Alright, I appreciate you. Oh, that was a Prime! Oh, shit. Thank you for considering me your Prime option this month. Even though it could have been ammo. Yep. You gotta remember, man, as a streamer, who you're up against for somebody's Prime. There's a lot of streams that someone can Prime to. Things Prime to, I was gonna say like 3 streamers. I realized a bunch of them are banned, like Indie Fox and shit. Oh, that's right. She's gonna have a book on her side. Do we want to do a book? Book would be cool, but what do Astral Sages use? They use books. I imagine they do quite a bit. I feel like there's a cooler way to like record shit. If you were magic and you had magic, how would you record stuff? I had this idea for like a scrolling piece of paper that was like a parchment that basically scrolled like an iPad or whatever. Maybe that's dumb. And then you have your like your scroll, you know? And all the informations of the library of the Astral Sages is written onto that one parchment scroll. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do the book necessarily. Kind of like this, like, superhero cloak type thing that a bunch of the Astral Sages have going on. Something like a... Wait, Chica Slate? What is that? Stone tablet with magical glyphs lets you scroll. The paper would be easier to carry. Wait, if it's a stone tablet, that's just an iPad, isn't it? I'd also let you play, like, rudimentary calculator games on it. Like Snake or Brick Breaker. I had a player once that wanted to basically invent the Nintendo Switch. Okay, but what about like a tablet that like shows pictures on it and the pictures move? And I was like, damn, that's crazy. And you can like interact with them by like pushing on different like runes or glyphs on the sides. I'm like, all right, yeah, you can have like wizards or mages or whatever like make like games and stuff you can play on it. Okay, dude, you just want a Nintendo Switch in game, don't you? Conveniently, they did. Okay. As far as like border, 'cause I don't know what to do for the border here. I wanted to like include some elements that were like her cultural elements from the dog folk people, whatever. But I don't know what kind of elements they would use. What kind of designs they would have. The clouds are more of a Runa-specific thing. Let's try something. Screw it. Do a bit of a design piece here. I'm gonna call this Dog Folk Designs. Let's figure out what kind of designs that we would have on Runa's Cloak. What kind of things would they like? So our Rokari, for example, our Rokari like lots of shapes that look like this. They like lots of sort of curves and, you know, sharp objects, lots of points. Lots of triangles. I don't know, like drawing a Rokari object, like a pin or a dagger or whatever. Pretty easy design thing for me. If I did like crests for each of the like player races, that'd be a good way to sort of distinguish between some of the designs. Ooh. So, what, Yuna? This dog is getting fussy. She does not realize I'm streaming. I think she's been sick or something. She hasn't, like, she's been pretty lethargic recently. I'm kind of worried about her. Hoping she's not been, like, I don't know. Hope she didn't, like, eat anything bad or whatever. So, Rokari. Our elves enjoy lots of sort of tall floral. Trying to keep that like wood elven vibe in there without it being too obvious, maybe. little quick design for a couple of these, so we have maybe an inspiration for our wolf people. Oh, Yuna decided she had enough. All right, goodbye, Yuna. Elves. Our astral sages love mandalas. Astral sages think that this shit is the best thing to ever get designed, man. They love the symmetry of it. The geometry. And they love sharp leaf-like things. Sort of like stylized astral or Elder runes. Because if we're talking about cultures, like very easy to say like humans, elves, whatever, but organizations as well. Thorkin, good to see you. Astral Sage. What else do we want to do? Are humans, what do humans really do? Humans are very similar to Rokari. Humans love a lot of symmetrical designs. Rings, circles, things like that. Pointy triangle-y boys. I know something is human-made. And also, it's like boring too. Lots of human-made goods, or stonemarkian goods, I guess, in general. Pretty boring. These are also generalizations too, because there's more than elves in Ashasari. So it's more of an Ashasari thing, I guess. But yeah, what's up, Janova? How you doing, man? What's up, Thorkin and Twitch staff? Yeah. The staff badge, Monka. So for our wolf people, how do we sort of signify that? I think maybe like sharper. You could go very obvious and do like very sharp designs. So graphically, how would you communicate the danger? Graphically, you communicate danger with a lot of sharpness and unpredictability. So there wouldn't necessarily be a lot of symmetry, maybe, but we don't necessarily need to like completely go based off of those sort of old tropes. Like the mythological idea of the wolf or the werewolf being dangerous. We don't necessarily need to... An idea for like... What if they really fucking love like rings kind of thing? Kind of like the Astral Sages. Because I wonder if maybe there's a story in there about how they're connected in some way. In some loose way with our sages. They loved very like detailed, ornate rings in their designs. And so almost like braided together. Be very complicated to do for like cloaks. I can make some brushes out of this though. Let's see. try something a little difficult, maybe. There's gonna be multiple layers of this shit. That's okay. Take that off and take that off. All right. Merge these layers. This is gonna be the most complicated one, as far as just like design elements. Whoa, why are we white all of a sudden? There we go. Is there sepia ink? Kind of get into the weeds for design a little bit, but I feel like we have to before we like keep working on this character. And then this one can be under here. This one can be over here. God, it's hard to do like any kind of like repeating circle designs, like along the trim of a cape or whatever. Pop pads, yeah, okay. I don't want to be that obvious. Does it sound that obvious? Probably sounds that obvious. That's generally, I feel like, how I do character design. Is be as obvious as you can to some sort of ancient idea that made sense back in the day. I don't know. I don't know who this is for, but I don't know if it's for our wolf folk. It's like a cool sort of like old symbol work, but not necessarily great for the. They'd be very close to human, maybe, as far as like geographically, they're very close to humans. No, they're not. That's the other. Oh shit, it's the Mithara. Because, like, design of a culture in game is a lot more complicated than just simple graphic design things. But having a couple of very small design elements to go based off of from a graphic design perspective is, like, really good to build the rest of it on. Mage Seeker came out today. Do you know what that means? New version of Lightbringer, BRB. What the fuck is Mage Seeker? I'm guessing that's something to do with Pentakill. I'm pretty sure that's what Lightbringer is. And also Thor can use Wicked. I mean, part of this also is trying to figure out identifiers. Cultural identifiers, just to be able to know who you're working with, really. When you find a piece of armor or whatever. I guess depending on how connected they are to the Astral Sages, depends on how connected the idea of the ring versus the mandala would be. Because we can use that sort of mandala without it being a ring. Like, the Astral Sages just use them as rings, but like they could always be designed in like a very beautiful floral way. It's just like a symmetrical design. That's all it is. Or it can be used in, let's do like a do a 7-point. It can always be a whole lot more. Sharp. Rigid. However, also doesn't necessarily have to have spokes either way. I did one for our dwarves. It's more or less just a reflecting pattern. Singular design. Reflected like 7 times or whatever. Kind of looks like a skull. Damn, bro. Fuck it. Let's try it. Oh, we're having Photoshop brush issues. Not again. Not again, please. You can change it around. It doesn't have to be... The whole idea of the symmetry or the geometry of it is the important. I just only ever use these Astral Sage rings, but you can do a lot with this kind of stuff. To create magic seals and stuff. So you can actually do that. You can create like arcane seals with this tool. They're like pretty anime-y, you know? Like if you're not going to make an anime arcane seal, like what are you doing with your life? Are you even trying? Some might ask. I tend not to have them cross over all that often because then it gets kind of like messy, right? Like this. We're also working with a lot of points here, man, with 7. I think even numbers look better, but Celtic knots are fun too. Yeah, I mean, the Stonemark does use some of that Celtic knot work further north. I don't know why, honestly. I just designed a character that was from there that had that feature to him. Alright, enough of that. As far as Runa goes, let's try and think about... how to identify. I kind of like the idea of using the rings. We really need to like create new brushes, but maybe it does sort of like match the clouds. It does actually match with the Astral Sage elements too, because she's mostly gonna be wearing Astral Sage-ish gear. I mean, Fishy wanted something kind of unique, so we are appeasing the client at the same time. That's why a lot of like, you know, her weapons, her items, her tools are all very Astral Sagey. It's kind of an interesting little design. I wonder if we can get anything out of that. Like wings or something. Maybe that works for what we're going for. I don't know. Well, let's try little rings. Why not? Maybe really like sort of chain link style designs. Repeating and changing patterns. It's all going to need to be vaguely elven, though, because I think they live pretty close to the elves. which is fine. It's just an interesting aside. And a lot of times the way I'll like design this to begin with is one character will be designed for that, and they'll kind of claim the entirety of that culture's like design. They'll sort of decide what the rest of the culture is going to look like in a lot of ways by some design element that I really like. I'll pick from there that character design, whichever design element it is that I love. I think the chain link is actually kind of interesting. Definitely serves the function for the cloak, but also, in addition, kind of assists in the overall culture design too. Because I started thinking about Eldara in more in the art book sense as well. Like if I were to do a page on Rukari, what would it look like? And that's the point where you really like wish that you had a team, you know, that you were on like a concept team. You had other designers who are working towards the same thing. You can kind of pick the best of whatever it is, and but I like this. It's kind of cool. A little identifier, you know, that we can like reference later, I guess, on other characters. That makes sense. Let's see. Was a new album that dropped Thorkin, or was it just a song, or what? I'm confused. You should add some like diamonds and stuff instead of just the circles. It is just gonna be mostly textural because like you're not gonna zoom in and see this kind of shit. It's gonna mostly just be it's like weird kind of like texture. So. I don't want to worry about it being too super clean or whatever. Yeah, it's not bad. Kind of like that. All right, we're getting somewhere. Lots of unique folds and intricacies in this as well. There's like some weird tension happening on the end of it. Man, I don't know if we should do this book or not. New game just dropped, and since Silas is the main character, they did a third mini version of Lightbringer. Wait, this is a new game? What is this shit called? Mage Seeker. Is Silas a villain? Mage Seeker. As a League of Legends story. Well, I like have not even heard about this. Oh, interesting. So what is the gameplay of this shit? I like how it like looks, the animations look like and feel like they're League of Legends as well. Available now. PogChamp. You can be different champions. Silas, Morgana, Lux, Jarvan, Shyvana, and Garen. Why does Garen look so sad and old? Oh, you can't see him. Yeah. That's interesting. Why is Shyvana in there? Screenshots? This looks cool, though. I like the style. You know, kind of reminds me of is, like, King's Quest. That, like, old Sierra Games era or whatever. Wish there was a bit more contrast between the characters and the environment. That's cool. Wonder how big the team was that worked on this. Demacia and the white Demacian stone. Not bad. If I had time to try literally anything, I would be interested in trying that. Wait, what is this shit? Rune King was a game, right? What is Convergence or Song of Nunu? What is this shit? There's like other projects? This is a game? Dude, they're making a bunch of games. Holy shit. What the? They just have this whole like project of a whole bunch of like small indie games. That's such a good idea. Oh, man, it looks like so much fun to work on. I wonder how big the teams are. Javan and Jarvan are together. Oh, really? Wait, what? Actually? Not a villain or a hero? Oh, okay. Riot Forge. Is that their like mini indie whatever studio kind of thing? Or what? Okay. To continue this entire design pattern down the sides. Only part of it's showing though. Yeah. It sort of folds out, so I don't need to worry about it there. Wait, Thorkin is... so is Demacia like a villain in the story? I never really get that impression. Necrit like always sort of vaguely implies that they're like pretty bad. But I know they don't like mages. I know like Sona's story. But are like Demacian's evil? Like is Lux actually a villain? Riot Forge is where an indie company wants to use the League of Legends IP and they do a Riot Forge game. Oh shit, that's so good. That's such a good idea. That's like, man, okay. That's when you get actually really good innovation in games. Like, remember the golden age of Star Wars games where you had like, you know, Knights of the Old Republic and Episode 1 Racer and all these other things coming out. And it wasn't like locked down. But then when like Disney bought Star Wars and they gave exclusive rights to EA and exclusive rights to Fantasy Flight. Oh, wife, please. Okay, hold up. BRB, 1 second. I must attend to important matters. Yo. Okay. Hey guys. Really sorry, but I am going to have to end it early. Actually. Nothing big. Nothing anyone needs to worry about. But Ella, some shit came up, and her and I have to go out and handle it, and just take care of some family shit. So we gotta go. I can't really do much of an outro, so I'm sorry. Ella's okay. I'm okay. Everybody's good. We just gotta handle some shit. So, all right, cool. Yeah, really sorry, guys. I was gonna fuck. Tomorrow we're doing a completely new project, so look forward to that. Thanks for hanging out today. Really sorry I gotta end. Fuck, I hate doing this. I'll make it up somehow. Really sorry. Shit. Thanks, guys. See you later.